And the scene literally starts off with the camera shaking while Yugi is running. We know he's running, we just have to move the screen forward. I get you gotta make it look like he's running, but oh boy, it looks like the camera's doing something else. We run into Loomis and Umbra. Don't worry, this is not the first time we'll be seeing them. Hence after these next two episodes, it's like the tag duel against them, so yeah. And Kaiba somehow shows up around the same time. Yugi was running away at full sprint. Was Kaiba walking the whole time, or did he, running as well? Or did he have the copter? Let's go with the helicopter. That just makes more sense. Okay, Kaiba draws pot of greed, but I don't know what it does, so I think we're gonna have to figure that out later. After Kaiba drew pot of greed, he had Lord of Dragons, 2 full summoning dragons, 3 blue eyes in his dragon, and then draws obelisk on the next turn. That's a little bit broken. Are we sure Kaiba didn't stack his deck before starting? I drew Mirror Force, but it probably won't work because, Kaiba or some crap. And Kaiba tributes his monsters to then summon out Obelisk to Tormentor because Kaiba really wants to murder everyone he comes across with this very card because it's Kaiba. Apparently, Mirror Force doesn't work on Obelisk. I played Master Duel one time. This guy had Winged Dragon Raw, and I used Mirror Force, and then it got destroyed. So I don't know what you're on, Kaiba. And then Kaiba has to go, after the duel, Kaiba has to go off the whole thing about insulting Yugi's friends for the 15th time. We get it. And then he has to go, I'll become the world #1 duelist. Because that's his whole thing throughout this entire season. And speaking of that, here's Mako. You probably wonder what he's been doing. Well, actually, I don't know, but he's been at, the Whale Shell SeaWorld discount? I'm not sure. And he's trying to get his lunch, but I don't think a zoo or where the heck we are is the best place to do that, buddy. And here's Evil Bakura doing his whole Evil Millennium item spiel. Because it's Bakura. And Joey almost has enough locator cards to make it to the finals. And no one is suspicious about how Bakura is always here and not here and somehow just suddenly shows up. Huh? It's weird. Yeah, but if you have more locator cards, you just give all locator cards to the same person, or you just give them the required amount. I don't know. And apparently Joey forgot to take out the Parasite deck that Weevil slipped into his deck. Well, that's what you get for not looking at your deck after every tournament like most people. And the Parasite flip effect didn't work because it had more attack points. But really, the Flying Fish? Who summons that in hopes that works? Mako activates his Parental Tribute, which works as follows, where if your opponent tributes a monster, you can activate it and then destroy that said monster. Merrick had the time to get a cool-ass motorcycle and new outfit at the last second, or did he just always have that on hand? I'm going to be questioning a lot of these stuff sometimes. And then Merrick conveniently runs into the same alleyway as Evil Bakura, because we needed them to meet, because then they decided, let's work together. Evil Bakura wants to get the money items, but Evil Merrick wants to get the Egyptian god cards and the power of the Pharaoh, because evil people, don't worry, it's going to make a whole lot more sense when we get into more of the episodes where I actually talk about it. Mako's reason for dueling is because apparently his father died. Look. Yeah, the way his father actually died is kind of weird, actually, when you think about it. After that, Joey plays Fairy Box, which I guess hides his monster. And then Mako plays Umi, which apparently works different in the anime, because this is the anime, and I don't want anyone going in the comments saying it's the anime. I get it. I'm just going on what happens in the episode, okay? Don't worry about it. Apparently, this real version of Umi cannot hide monsters and trap cards, apparently, or they have to be face up, apparently. And apparently, he can also hide his monsters face down in the Umi spell card, where you can't do that. It just increases the attack points of water monsters and increases the attack points of machine monsters. Yeah, then Joey plays Polymerization, fusing his Alligator Swordsman and Baby Draken for this. I'm not sure what to call it, but it's not important because I don't think it comes up ever again. Apparently how he lost his dad is as follows. A big tsunami was coming towards them, or a big storm, and the dad thought it was a good idea to tie his kid to the fucking boat while there was a storm, and then his father died. We don't know if he's still alive. It sounds like he just took a life raft and left his kid on the boat. It was like, see ya, kid. It just sounds very weird in a weird way. Yeah, you can't hide monsters with the field spell card Umi. Like I said, just increase the attack points of all water monsters and decreases the attack points of machine monsters, because machines don't like water, I assume. And of course, his monster is the legendary Fisherman, which I think is a pretty good card for what it can do. Also because it reminds Mako of his father. But, don't worry about it. He'll be fine. Then his father's just like, oh, I'm alive, but let's never see or bring that up ever again after this episode. It's like, it's there, but we don't need to focus on it. Don't worry about it. Then Mako ritual summons out Fortress Whale, which is actually pretty powerful when you think about it. Like, oh, that might be hard to beat. Then Joey summons Panther Warrior, but then uses his trap card Arm Shield, which I assume you can grab one monster on your opponent's side of the field and then use them as the new attack for your opponent's monster. Joey tells Mako how it's not the card that makes him strong. I guess it's the memory that makes you stronger father, because, he's always there in your heart. And it's nice to see these speeches, It's just pretty good, First, Joey plays Kunai with Chain, but it doesn't work. And here's something else that happened. Apparently, Joey then plays Lightning Blade, but he plays it like a quick play spell when it's an equipped spell card. And like I said, you just can't do that. But hey, I don't think it matters because you go animate. Let's just go on with it. Increasing his attack points now to 3,300 for the Doom, which I assume lets you bring back one monster, but I think it also gives your opponents 1,000 life points, or is it a different card? I'm not sure. Of course, then Joey plays Giant True Age, which sends all spell and traps on the field back to their opponent's hand. It's a nice banned card. And of course, Joey ends up winning, getting both Mako's Legendary Fisherman and his Locator card. Oh yeah, and also Fortress Whale, but he kind of needs the Ritual spell card as well to summon Fortress Whale. So Fortress Whale is just kind of there now. Kaiba's like, all right, we've located Yugi's friends. And then Kaiba's like, good work. I'm gonna go stroke my ego again. Oh, don't worry, Yugi. Your friends will be fine. And that's what we have today. And that was Yugioh anime episode. Pretty interesting to see Mako Tsunami once again in Yugioh anime. It's a pretty interesting character. It's like another character that's interesting, but they don't show a lot of. It's okay. I'll see you next time for more Yu-Gi-Oh! See you next time. See ya!